When sunset fell on a rye field, it painted everything in red. Small boy stood on the hill. He saw the evil fire spread. Darkness and desperation was feasting in the village town, and people crying out loud, but the devil only laughed and danced around. Oh dear, abandoned last long, you just vanished in the abbeys of oblivion. The joy of life forever has gone. All is gone, only legend will carry on. I will carry on. When the dawn wakes the world and the sun rises up, you can hear boys singing for the times long gone away. The spells of vicious forces started scattering and hiding in the dark. The boy's wish has come true now. His song was heard by the shining star. A hero drew his sword and the demon's blood was shed. He's gone now, no more bad dreams. Peace only like they once had. Oh dear, my tiny last love, time has come for you to rise and stand again. Those who were fighting to the last one, we remember in our songs forevermore. Ah, forever and more. Little boy sings a song to the star above, with a mind full of courage and heart filled full of love. The nightmare is forgotten. Serenity, times are back at last. The heroes on new journey, adventures waits on their way.
Hey, who turned my camera off? What in darnation's going on around here? Oh, okay, there we go. Zoom, focus. All right. No, it's actually me. I'm trying to get in the habit of turning it off every day when I'm done streaming. Preserve the life essence of the camera as long as possible. Coffee. Cafe. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. We will be chipping away at the old skeleton pirate tonight. We're gonna get all the lights. Well, actually, cafe. Legge, cafe. Schmeck legge. All right. I ordered the parts. The only thing, okay, so we'll see. Hopefully we have enough resin to do what I'm trying to do. We might actually have enough. I got the Hessen accent down. Wait, that's just normal German, isn't it? What are you talking about? Speaking German. Oh yeah, look at that. Ordered a bunch of them. I'm gonna be running out of these anytime soon. Nope, Hessen. Yeah, no. They forewarned me that I was learning Hessisch Deutsch. Das ist not so schlimm. I can't tell you. So every time I go to Germany, there's like certain keywords or phrases that I just like pick up on, and like I just hear it all the time. And that was the one that was in this last trip. That was the one I picked up on. This is not so schlimm, or this is schlimm. It's either schlimm or not so schlimm. Oh well, I love the German language. It's so funny. I get to spend a whole month just listening to Germans talk to each other and just like cracking myself up, listening to them. I also got some fiber optic connector tube here too. So connector. Hessen is funny. I'm telling you, for when you're a non-German and you listen to different German like dialects and stuff, it all sounds the same to you. I can't tell you how many times my wife tried sharing like another German dialect that she thinks sounds funny. She's like, "Doesn't it sound so funny?" I'm like, "It sounds like German to me." I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I think, let's see, we're gonna need the soldering iron. Probably gonna need the hot glue gun at some point. What else do we need? The solder's here already. Just get this stuff plugged in here. Oh. Yeah, that's how you sound, honey. I mean, she has learned a lot of English from me, so she thinks it's English, or what she understands to be English. But really, it's cnotbuschian. All right. Let's see here. Unplug this. Ah, jeez. There's a lot of plugs going on over here. Is this for the air compressor? I'm gonna plug that. Need that right now. Okay. Hot glue gun. Check. Okay. So we need to mount the third and final light, and we need to also get the captain hooked up here. El Capitan. Let's get in here. Mm-hmm. See if I could just extract one of these without undoing the whole thing. Ah, yes, success. Hello, D. How's it going? Okay. Let's first take the captain off here. There we go. Chili for dinner. We had some chicken, some oven cooked chicken wings. A little bit of kimchi and chicken wings. Kimchi and chicken. Some chiggy wiggies. That's what we call them. Officially renamed. Okay, let's see. Let's carve a channel for the wire towards the front of the foot. So this way. Big enough for the plug to get through. That should be good enough. Got some enamel, did you? It really doesn't matter what color it is. You're just getting a layer of enamel Technically, you can just use some nail polish. That's enamel to just get something down that the acrylic can stick to. Okay, I'm thinking we don't need this much. Let's give this a trim here. Let's grab the wire strippers here. Give this a little bit of a snip. Snip in a strip. Oh, come on. All right. Publicly wanted your reading glasses. Now, do you ever have those flashback moments where you specifically remembering like the old guy, the old man sitting in front of the paints, pulling out his reading glasses to read the bottle when you were a youngster, and now you're like, flash forward back into the future, and now you're that guy, and some other young guy walks by you. Rewind, rewind. There's no going back. Only forward. That's not how this game works. Get some fresh wire here. Ugh. That's the red here. Do I have any more shrink tubing? I'm not sure. Let me see. That's what I forgot to get more of, some shrink tubing. I have this thicker shrink tube, but not sure that will do it. I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, leftover fiber optic, that's for sure. We could try and use this thicker shrink tubing. I'm not sure how much it'll shrink down. Be kind, rewind. Remember that? Please be kind and rewind. When you had to rewind rented movies. Remember, Blockbuster was like the premium movie night. You know, the premium rental evening was Blockbuster, but otherwise it was like Lion Home Video or Family Home Video or whatever they called it. Okay, let's see here. Wii U. Hello, Wii U. Wii U. All right, let's unscrew these and add our new wires. Should probably solder these too. Hey, what's up, Deagle? Good evening. The Deagle has landed. All right. Now, negative in the negative, and positive in the positive. I gotta go out. Oh, boring. Maybe it wasn't such a wise idea to solder that. All right, let's try and thin out our solder a little bit here. It's either that or it's too wide. Give it a try. There we go, that one goes. Okay, now this one needs some help. It's just too big. There we go. Bingo. Okay. Now let's plug it in, make sure everything's working. Before we solder this part. Hello, Luna. Ah, yes. Very good. Beautiful. right. It's a good thing we have this thicker shrink tubing here. There. Let's heat gun it now. Okay, very good. Perfecto. All right, let's plug this in. We gotta figure out where everything's gonna go. Got this one more light to figure out here. Tempted to do something like that, like shoot it in front of the... Yeah, right. Yeah, or I'm thinking about maybe a way to punch it through the middle here so it can be front and center. We'll see. Let's get a drill going here. We're just gonna punch a hole. Quit bowing hoses, me ship. There's a steel stick right there. That's really not easy to get through. Awesome. Oh, I think we might almost be through it. I just don't want to punch through all vigorously and damage any of the light work or anything, so yeah. Have to be careful here. Pause his stick. Pause his stick. I could punch through with a smaller drill bit, and then it would go through pretty easy. Maybe I should do that. All right. See what it's like with the water here. That's the winner there. Wonder if it's not snug on because of the light, though. Well, this harshness you're seeing right here in the camera is not as harsh with the naked eye. I wonder if this other camera does a better job here. A little bit better. A little bit hard to see how it actually is. Almost looks not real, right? So I want this wave permeation. You can see how the light just really permeates almost all the way through the wave. You know, even from this angle, you can still see the light. I feel like if I diffused it, it would lessen that. Super. Do feel like we need to carve a little hole for it, though. A little notch right here, just in the front of this wood here. Oh, thank you very much. Dremel time, yep. Just a little light bulb sized cavity. Well, look, that burr might just do fine. Let's roll with that. Oh, Chase. What even was that? we go. All right. Right, let's see how that's doing here. Put a little dollop of hot glue here. Let's see how we're looking now. Make sure everything's good. Be much more snug fit. It's very nice. Okay. Now I have to mount this guy here. Do the screw sides up. Let's just hot glue it in position here. I don't think we need the soldering iron anymore. Let's take this out of here. We need some screws. We'll do one screw on each side, and then we'll do epoxy clay to really seal it in. Some steel stick. Grab some screws. What size are these? Maybe these ones, the finer threads. Mm-mm. Okay, grab some steel stick to finish the job. I also want to steel stick this this podium here where the front foot hooks up. A little bit more solid. Shire Fresh. It's my favorite steel stick, scented steel stick. It can stick to wood, but not. It usually doesn't want to stick to wood very much, so that's why I added the screws. It definitely will stick to the screws, and the screws are stuck to the wood. Mm-hmm. Yes. I usually like to add a couple methods of attaching something. That's what I call a mechanical lock, which is not held together by an adhesive, but it's actually like mechanically locked together. So you're not just trusting the adhesion of something, you know. Yeah. You know, if you get your tools wet, you can really sculpt steel stick quite nice, actually. Just making like simple planes really quick, you know. That gives us a nice sturdy little plug-in box. I went ahead and I left the screws visible just in case there's future maintenance needed. Let me actually see where we're at here as far as where the floor kind of goes. Won't this be under the resin though? Kind of. It's the resin starts to taper and get shallow here, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll paint this the same color as the base. Yeah, I mean maybe the screws won't actually be accessible. You have to do some resin chipping if you wanna access this. I mean, I could build little walls here to kind of prevent it here. All right, D. Enjoy. Guten Appetit. Okay. Now, manage our chords here. Chord management. Good. This does not go out there. This goes here. Let's see. So let's see how this will actually all go together. This will go like this. And then the captain. Aha. That will not go through there. Or maybe like this. I mean, not sure if I want to do it this way. I mean, I guess this works. Just has to be stuffed up in there. Let's see. Pretty cool. It's nice and solid. I think this fella's supposed to go like this, isn't he? Well, I feel like if this is gonna be covered anyways, I might as well just make a steel stick kind of cap over this whole thing. It'll look better that way. Over here, pretty much all the way up to here. Then if anything ever needs to be done with the wires, you just have to mess with it past that point. We still have to do the kind of the tails at the on the headdress here. To get the treasure chest in place. Oh, jeez. So really clogged up. This is the part where my bottles of super glue start going downhill. Oh, jeez. Too much, just right now. All right. All right, so let's get a list of what we need to do here. Shorter disposable tips for it. Some brands have that. I don't know if I'm not sure if Loctite does. I should get one that offers that though. Not a bad idea there, Mr. Deagle. Oh, nice, Clayton. Okay, we need to do the tails for the headbands. We made them. We'll just need to paint them, attach them with epoxy, and basically just use epoxy to kind of do any sort of covering up of any light we want to cover up. Let's grab all these pieces here. Okay, got those. I'll go and grab some paints. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Hmm. Yeah, still not too sure about this. Got all our little tails here. Basically, we paint them, attach them, and then we blend them in with epoxy clay. The skull, adding some more skulls to the boat as like decoration. I have to paint them first to see if I even like it. Adds a lot of movement in it. Okay, so these have to be painted blue. Templar blue. Let's get this a good shaking here. Okay. On the next one will be probably here. want a green? Do I even have? I don't know if I have green. Muddy olive. Okay. Well, who else? I think the captain. Only the captain remains. Okay. So. I'll do a clotted red. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do the green so it matches his pants. Hello, Plankwalker. How do you do? All right, is the first pair ready? So I'll probably super glue them in place. Yeah, right? I agree. Initially, let's grab some accelerator. Then we'll sculpt the rest with epoxy clay. Not totally dry yet. Yeah, still need to dry. Okay, let's set those to the side. Let's just let's prepare to do the resin pour. I think I might have enough. I'm not too sure. We can always pour again when we get the other. I ordered more, but it's not here yet. It got delayed. Oh,
Would it be more wise to wait? But I don't want to wait. Oh, let me check when that's supposed to get here. To the Amazon. Delivered today. Package was left near the front door or porch. Oh. Well, let me go find it then. I'll be right back. Well. There it was, just waiting for me on my front porch. That's good timing right there. Very nice. Ah. So, let's see here. Yes, the best part, the little cups with the pouring spouts. And the pipettes. Well, you know, you've not went anywhere. I did, actually. They deliver Amazon packages like many times per day here. Sometimes even in the middle of the night. It's kind of crazy. Like they'll drop packages off at like 3 a.m. Oh, and the stir sticks. Free stir sticks. Okay. Epoxy resin kit user Manuel. Hello, Manuel. Tell me how to use this. Manuel, please tell me. A short URL. All right, I'll trust you, Deagle. Better not be trapping me. Oh, what's that? Oh. Plastic tapered pinhead blunt end adhesive dispenser. Yeah, but... Oh, I see that. Yeah, but... I mean, wouldn't it still clog the tip of the original glue thing, though? Oh, but yeah, but when it gets clogged and I have to like cut it open wider, I can just slip one of these on there. I see what you're saying. All right. All right. I will save it to my list here. Okay. Hey, what's up, Gravity? Let's do this cover up job here first. Then we have to paint it, and then we have to prep for the pour. Everyone ignores Manuel. It can, yeah, definitely. Mine ended up hardening just fine. Oh, and hey, Ink Taylor, how you doing, my friend? Okay. Cover up job, that's right. We gotta cover it up. Covering up all our wires here. Then I'll go grab my ocean colored paint here. To figure out how we want to build the walls here. Be nice to use some sort of a clay that would not leave behind any sort of like residue or anything. I could just sculpt the wall custom. Okay, let's see. Abstract sculpture found encased in resin. Yeah, this will be the only piece remaining of this sculpture after like 100,000 years, and it'll become like a super valuable artifact. Experts will try to figure out what it was for. They won't be able to figure it out. All right. That harden. Let me go get this metallic paint here. Also, let's plug this in. Is that the compressor? Wasn't. Oh yeah, it was just plugged in wrong. Go. I'll probably get my shop vac, vacuum this out before we do any of that. All right, that's already hardened. Good. Nice solid plug-in point. Very good. All right, gonna get the paint. We'll do the paint and then we'll prep for the resin pour. I'll be right back. All right, let's get this painted on here. Oh, nice. Not sure how well that's gonna cover. Maybe we do white first. Very white. An endangered paint, huh? Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Enamel paints. You can actually paint a steel stick with enamel quite well, actually. Just whatever you do, never try painting polymer clay with enamels. Just trust me on this one. Rhino horn white. What up, Mr. Sayer Bob? Sounds like a story to be told. Basically, when you paint, so I really like enamels, especially metallics and enamels. But something happens where for some reason with enamels, they react with the polymer clay. And essentially, they stay sticky and never really dry. And it's not fun to deal with that. I used to use them and just figured out ways to kind of I don't know, just kind of overcome the problem. But yeah, it's just a big pain in the butt. It might, but it also might not be, because I remember trying to do. I specifically remember coating my sculpture with Mod Podge, thinking I could paint over that with the enamels, and that it wouldn't, like the sealing coat would help, but it didn't. And it didn't actually help. So, but yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. And you don't have to go right up to the, you don't have to go like immediately all the way to the edge. Just get it kind of pretty close, you know. Because, you know, that little bit of metal, the gap will be bridged on both sides, you know. The surface tension of the paint should be enough. Yeah. So... And if you do get enamels on it, you can, you know, doing coats of acrylic over top can help it really settle down and dry. It's possible still to get it to dry. It just takes a while. I used a few methods to get the enamels to dry. One was to apply or to put a fan on the piece and let it sit for like 3 weeks. That worked, like a direct fan. The other method I tried that actually did work, which I was surprised, it was totally in my head experimental, but I put it in the oven. My hypothesis was that since the enamel is reacting with the clay, that I could speed up the reaction or let the reaction resolve by putting it in a heated environment. So I heated up the polymer clay with the paint on it in the oven for like the normal baking temperature, and that caused it to cure. So that worked.
Worked out quite nice, actually. All right. Very good. Now paint a school of skeleton fish. No. We'll just put that. We'll just grab that and we'll put it in the category of the skeleton monkey for you there. Open up this folder called skeleton monkey and just drop it right in there. Send it to you in a nice little letter. A full letter, you open it up and it's just one tiny little no in the middle of the page. Yeah. Okay, all right. Looking good. Now, let me grab the shop vac. I need to kind of vacuum all this. And then we need to glue this down, this right here, in like a way that it's gonna be seamless. So probably would be wise to use just hot glue to create a just like an airtight barrier. Epoxy glue would work, yeah, but I don't know if we need. I don't even know if we need it. It's gonna get epoxied in there with the actual epoxy. We just need the hot glue to kind of hold it in place and to make a seam or make a airtight seam. So hot glue it up. Okay, what else did I need? Well, what did I need to get? Oh yeah, the shop vac. Oop. All right, 1 second.
The game. Hello, the game. How are you? Oh, should probably plug the hot glue gun in here. Can use hot glue to make yourself a dam to hold the resin. Yeah. Okay, so the tricky part will be the so we need to tip it up like this, basically. And it did. It sure did. Yeah, we get it to like this point right here. So this will act as a wall, and then we need to basically build a wall here around this. I'm just not sure how I want to go about doing that. This will have to cure in the workshop. I'm just gonna have to take the poison hit. Just have to take the old poison hit. Sacrifices must be made for the greater good. I wonder. I need maybe a plastic would be perfect. It's not too bad. Yeah, I know. It's not gonna, one time here or there is not going to kill me. So it's really, if you're around this stuff all the time, that's when you really need to be more careful. What about the inside of these paper cups? It's not worth it. Oh, yes. Oh, but it is. It is worth it. Of all the toxic things in this world, I am not too worried about that one time I poured resin in my workshop. There's far greater threats. I need to find a material for our wall. Maybe that would work. This is like a grip tape material. What I probably will do, I will just pour it and then we'll end, and I'll just leave the workshop. So I'm not sitting in here stewing in my toxic environment. Let's see. I mean, that looks like it would be tall enough. This is like a safety walk tape stuff. Grip tape. Just wondering if I could just leave the backing on this and use that. With paper stuff, though, it's always a chance. I mean, it's designed to come off. There's always a chance it might like permanently. Well, actually, let's see. Let's see if the hot glue sticks even. It seems like it'll be okay. You know what? Yeah, let's just. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? All the resin spills out. Come on. And it's sticking, so it's good. Okay. We'll use this. We do have to make sure nothing gets in the plug. I might actually just plug the plug with some clay just in case. Or I can cut a hole so the plug fits through. So it's like poking out of the resin. All right, for first step, we need to hot glue this fella here. This would be the hard part because we have to like slide it on. Resin tape. Actually, let me trim the edges here. Yeah, you think the paper will stick? That's what I was worried about. Painter's tape. So chance resin will stick to anything. I mean, I could always sand it off, I guess, if worst case. But it'd be nice to not create extra work if we don't have to. Hold on, let's see. Let me take a sandpaper piece of sandpaper around here somewhere. I think I borrowed it to my lovely wife. I have a sanding sponge. think it'd be better to have it on there, and then we just kind of like inject the hot glue from the front here underneath by like lifting it up like so. Just gonna run a bead here. Let's just hope it's solid. After we do the pour, we'll heat that up with the heat gun and remove it. Or at least blend it in. Okay. Yeah, it's totally gonna stick to that. Let me see. It's gotta be something else I have here. Something non-porous. This is exactly why I keep random stuff in the workshop. Random things. Ooh. What's that? That might work. Actually. Just cut off some of this. Wait. This is it's a windowed mirrored film where you could see, like you could see through it on one side and then it's mirrored on the other side. See that? We had gotten this because we set up a bird feeder next to the Mrs. window in her workshop, and you put this film right on the window so they can't see you looking at them, but you can look at the little animals. It worked out really good. This will well, it should technically, right? Plastic. Just cut off a strip. If it doesn't work, we blame gravity. That's what I say. Okay. I just wonder if it's rigid enough and if the hot glue will, why gravity? Gravity is someone over in my, Kick chat. He's like, one of my only, consistent people over there, so. He's the one who suggested the, I don't know about this. Could be pretty risky. Might have to be even smaller of a strip. Do you enjoy watching beautiful sculptures to come together? Well, now you're getting blamed for stuff. There you go. You've reached the regular status of being blamed for things. I also have nah, that's overkill. I have a sheet metal over here too. That's way too much though. We do have a. Do I even have any painter's tape? I probably do in the other room. Painter's tape. You know what? We're going to try and get this to work. This should work. One of us. I don't think it needs to be more than like an inch here. I'm just going to cut this out here real quick. What's the worst that could happen? I have a mirror. You have a mirrored trim on your base. I was going for the mirrored trim look on this one. Okay, so now we kind of create our little nice. Okay, let's just, does a hot glue stick to it pretty well? Let's see. I think it does. Yeah, not too bad actually. This side seems a little bit. That's the see-through side. There we go. We want the mirrored side. We want the see-through side. We want the see-through side. Hey, Sod, how you doing? Okay, here we go. Now we're going to carefully install our border here, right across the bottom. I'll cut out a window for that. Or I'll pack it around it with clay or something. Wait, hot. I guess technically wrapping it all the way around would be smart, wouldn't it? That would be a wise move. Actually. That way it's totally contained. Just in case. Put it all in a plastic box, too. Oops. Oh, wait. Ay. Ow. Who's there? Who did that? That'll leave a mark right there. I was just upgrading that patch of skin to hot glue skin. New upgrades. This is not becoming part of the base, D. This is like this is just to hold the. Hey, you guys stop fighting. This is just to hold the resin in here so it doesn't spill out everywhere. Okay, now we gotta deal with our plugin. Hot glue punk 2077. I'm just replacing one quadrant of my skin at a time. Soon I will be totally armored. No, you're good. Yeah, we're just so we're just adding this. This is like a wall to contain it, and then we're gonna tip it the way angle we want, and then we're gonna pour the resin. Throw a dab of clay around. That's what I'm gonna do. I think that would be the best solution here. Just need to really make sure it's locked in there because don't want to pour this and then have to like excavate resin from the inside of the plug to get it to work. Should be good. Looks pretty airtight. Can you not put clay in the plug also? That might be smart too, wouldn't it? I could. Let's just cover the whole thing. Okay, I need to cut here so it doesn't flex this out. Where's my knife? Where did it go? There. Easier to extract than the other alternative. Yeah, I totally agree. Yes, indeed. All right, I think we're ready. Looking pretty good. We'll keep the hot glue gun on. If we are leaking anywhere, we'll know right away, and I can just fill it in. But I'll be right back. Let me get what we need, and we'll do this pour. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, the resin's gonna go, so it's gonna be like this. Okay, and then we're gonna tip it up like so. I really don't want it to go past the water though. That means we have to wall it off here. Maybe we'll just use clay for this part as well. Yeah, I was just thinking of I wasn't thinking about the self-leveling. The painting can be really complex. It can be. All right, let's just push some clay in here. We're just going to create a wall. Maybe it would be better to have it spill out on the table than to be contained. I might revise my strategy here. Okay. Okay, so we got a little dam there and a little dam there. And then we go like this. It's kind of what we want. And we're not filling it all the way up. We're just filling it up so it's like kind of to the top of this, really. Okay, I think that should be okay. And just hopefully our job with the hot glue is good enough. Worst case scenario, I mean, we're gonna have to do some cleaning up anyways, so worst case scenario, we just have to do some additional Dremel work, some carving. All right, let's grab our resin here. And some cups. And where's the resin dye? Oh, right here. Ah. You can put tape now? What do you mean? Which colors here? Green. Oh, didn't use that green. Blue. Ah, yes, that's that blue. Sky blue, and I believe it was this green. But it's really strong. We don't need a lot. So. At the bottom where you glued it. How deep would the pour be? Not super deep. Okay, we need to prop this up though before we do the pour with some blocks of wood. Basically right there should do the trick. Okay, and then we're filling in this back, and then it fills up to about there. And so we have this nice kind of gradient coming down from the wave. That should work. Should. All right, now we mix A and B together. No, we're not doing multiple pours. We're pouring it in. Let me set up the camera here. Okay, I'm gonna eyeball my measurements here. Probably about that much, I would say. Yopo. Basically, we're just gonna be pouring this, and I'm just gonna be ending the stream and leaving it there, and then go watch a movie or something. Come back tomorrow. Okay. Equal parts, precisely equal parts here. Yeah, it's about right. Okay, now we add our pigmentation to one of the parts. Quite a bit of blue, if I remember. 2, 3. And only a little bit of the green. Give it a mix. See how the color's looking. Yeah, it's looking just fine. Okay, now we mix it together. Teeny tiny mixing stick. Ah. Let me grab a bigger one. Ah. All right. Mix it up. Make sure we're good and mixed. I think I want to heat this up with the heat gun. Get some of the bubbles out and make it more the viscosity up. All right, moment of truth here. Here we go. It's working. We're already on the top on this one side. Let's tip it now. I don't see any leaking.
All right. It's holding. Yeah. All right. Should be good. Now, let me hit the top with the heat gun and release the bubbles. All right. Mission accomplished. We did it. And now we just have to leave it there. Could probably slide it back here. Let's see. Let's just do a risky sliding operation. There. Okay. No leakage. All right. Minimal mess, no leakage. We'll take it. And then we'll just add like a water effect on top to create like a, so it looks like rippled water, not just this flat water. Clean up the edges, and then that'll be pretty nice. But yeah. I'll attach, I probably will, I'm not sure we'll do another stream with this piece. I think I'll just get there's just some small little things that had to be done, and then it can get its kind of final once over, which is, it's nice to do that not on stream. And also that can get the missus involved for her to, give it a once over. See if it passes the inspection. But yeah. There it is. Hey. Roboda. Hey, thank you very much for the rate. I appreciate that. Okay, what an absolute mess in here. Every time there's like phases like this with a project where you just need like a million different things in one stream, it's always a recipe for disaster. So excited to examine every inch. Oh, yes. Oh. Let's see here. Yep, he needs his rum, his little drop of rum. I think I wanted to like a comical like single drop, like it's the last drop, you got the classic "Why is the rum always gone" thing. That'll be easy. Just
UV resin mixed with a little bit of brown dye or orange and red dye or something like that. Pictures and videos, yeah. But yeah. So that means next Tuesday evening we'll be starting a we already did a sketch for it, but it's a portrait of a young child that we'll be working on. So Roboda. What do you stream there, Roboda? What do you do on stream? All right, let's find someone to raid. I'm gonna get out of here, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna get out of here. Gonna get some rest. I'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early. We'll be working on what's tomorrow? Wednesday. Be working on our World of Warcraft Paladin, Jernai Paladin. Good night, Sapphire. Good night, Patricia. Let's go raid Mr. Brock Brush Studio. Mr. Brock. Yeah, this is the final stream for this piece, Deagle. I'll finish up what needs to be done. Just off stream, just get it pushed out. And we will begin your piece next Tuesday evening there, Mr. Deagle. Challenge incoming. Okay, let's see. Let's get this raid going for Mr. Brock. Go check out some airbrush in action. Oh yeah, you're gonna actively not watch the production so you can see just be surprised at the final result. If I'm remembering correctly. Okay. Let's get this raid going. So don't show up Tuesday evenings from now on, Deagle. Oh, the skeleton. Oh yeah. Yeah, you will see the final result. Well, it'll get fully documented. I'm sure I'll show it a few times on stream once it's officially done as well, so. But yeah, let's get this raid going. All right, everybody. Till next time, my friends. Bye-bye.